Welcome back to our channel. My channel? Our channel. What are you doing?
Singing what's your song? You guys, I'm doing because I'm doing just fine. I like that song.
Crazy. No, I don't get it. So welcome to our
Book haul.
May book haul. This is May.
Well, we have to do a two-part to this since I don't have books coming until this Friday.
No, because this Friday will be next month.
Oh, so that's not going to be part of May's book haul. So
No, we were June's. So, if I don't know if it worked or not, my husband was laughing too hard to take pictures of me in pain, trying to hold all my books. And Elise was helping so much by holding her 5 mangas. 5 mangas. I don't know how many books I have.
24 is my guess.
Good job, Lush. Choke much?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so I'm not sure how much this is going to end up in the video and how much it's going to end up with the bloopers at the end, but...
Oh, okay, so the video's going to be 5 minutes and the rest of it's going to be bloopers.
Sounds about right. Alright, so you go first. My pile is bigger than hers is.
Wow, you think?
Okay, go ahead and go.
Okay, so the first book that I have, I got probably 3 weeks ago, and that is the first fairy tale manga. And I got through that in a day. The second book that I have is fairy tale number 2, and I got number 2, 3, 4, and 5 together. I finished number 2 and 3 yesterday, and right now I'm working on fairy tale number 4, and I got that the other day too. And the last book that I got this month was fairy tale number 5.
And you'll see the next group of her fairy tales at the end of next month, because I'm sure there'll be many more, seeing how there's like 60 of them.
Okay, so at the end of each month you'll see at least a decent portion of fairy tale books in here.
Alright, and then for Tyler, we made a book outlet, our first book outlet purchase, and this was Tyler's portion. He got 8, 9, 10, and 11 of the zombie books. 8 is clans, 9 is families, 10 is bride, and 11 is fugitive. So this is his next group of books that he's been reading, as well as Harry Potter. So I'm sure you'll see more of these to come as well. Caleb doesn't read.
Well, we got him a book this month, but he hasn't started it yet.
And I don't see him starting anytime soon. His idea of reading is reading subtitles on mangas.
Or mangas.
On anime or video games. So, okay. So the first book that I got was the Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I got it for the Book Buddy-a-thon at the beginning of the month, and I got it here locally at one of our local bookstores.
The next book that she got is Hunted from Barnes & Noble, and what is this even about?
It's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. The next couple books I got from my subscription boxes. I got a World Mythology and Bite-Size book, as well as Eliza and her monsters in the Owl Crate last month. For Owl Crate for May, which there's an unboxing somewhere.
Down in the description.
And then I also got Flame in the Mist, which I'm so excited about. I cannot wait to read this. I just got this 2 days ago in the Fairy Loot box.
Next book that we got in the mail, she got in the mail, is Diabolic, and I like the cover. It's a butterfly mixed with knives.
It's kind of like a, it's like a cyborg type thing, I think. I can't remember. I remember being really, really excited about it, and Books A Million had it on bargain for like $2, and so I went for it. I have Rick Riordan's Trials of Apollo, and I saw this on base. It was like $10, and so I went ahead and grabbed it. The only bummer part is I didn't realize that's a good idea to read the rest of his Greek mythology books in order. before you get to this one, and I still have to read the second half of, I've read the Percy Jackson ones, but I haven't read the Heroes of Olympus that came after it, and so I have to read those first. So I've only got a couple of those, so you will see more of those before I get to read this one.
Okay, and the next two books that we have is Percy Jackson Greek Gods and Percy Jackson Greek Heroes.
Also got them on base. They, at the time, were price matching. At the time, they were price matching Amazon, so I got them for just like $8 each. But they said they're going to stop doing that. And I'm hoping they don't because I like buying my books in person.
The next book that we have is The Darkest Part of the Forest. And it looks really cool. It's also, it's by the writer of The Coldest Girl and Cold Town.
Holly Black has written quite a few books, and she actually has a couple more that are within the same, that are also in this haul. I also have The Red Glove and The Black Heart, and this is part of a trilogy, and the first one, The White Cat, I've had for years, so I'm looking forward to actually reading this series. And Holly Black is just fantasy all the way, whether it is monsters or fairies. She kind of sticks to the fairies more often than not, so most of her books have something to do with the fae. Even the Spiderwick Chronicles were fae-based. So I'm assuming that these might be similar. I know The Coldest Girl in Cold Town was vampire, so I just know that I love her. And so I'll basically buy anything that she has. This one I think I also got from Books A Million. These two I know that I got from Book Outlet.
So the next book that we have is Soundless by Rachel Mead, and it is a signed copy.
This one also seems to have kind of a Mulan vibe to it, and it's from the same author that wrote the Vampire Academy and the Bloodline series. I read all of the Vampire Academy and love them, and then if you've watched my unfinished series, Bloodline's in there. But I did not know this was a signed copy. But it was a very, very nice surprise. Another Book Outlet book.
I have is Bassett in the Night by Sarah Porter.
And this is a Russian folklore book. And I'm not exactly sure what it's about besides the Russian folklore, but I know that it just sounded interesting to me, and so I went ahead and got it. I bought 95% of our books, either from Book Outlet or on bargain at Books A Million. This was a Book Outlet book.
Okay, so the next book we have is Illuminated by Amy
Kaufman and Jay Kristoff.
I like how it does that. It's really cool.
Yeah. And if you haven't heard about this, you must be living under a rock because it's everywhere. It's a story told through emails and text messages and newspaper articles. And I know that it's a fantasy based in outer space. But other than that, I don't know much about it. I know there's a second one that's already out, and the third one is going to be out soon.
Okay, so the next book we have is The Bane Chronicles. This is part of the City of Bones and City of Ashes series, and it's just an exclusive bonus story that she wrote. It's
actually a bunch of novellas that were put together and bound into one. I was actually really interested in reading the novellas as they were coming out, but I got behind on the series, and when I saw this at Book Outlet, it was like $2, and so I decided that it was worth the money to go ahead and get it now, even though I'm not going to have a chance to read it for a little while.
So the next books that we have are actually comics, and they're called Moss, and there's 2 of them in this series, and they're about a father and a son, and easier if you just told that.
It's about a father and son story. So you have the father who survived the Holocaust and the concentration camps, and then you have a son that wants to get to know his dad better. And in order to get to know his dad better, he decides to write a comic based on his dad's life. I'm only a couple of chapters into it so far. The war hasn't officially started yet, but it's already proving to be a very, very good series.
So the next books that we have is Anna and the French Kiss, Lola and the Boy Next Door, and Lisa, and they happily ever after.
I'm probably mispronouncing that too. It's Isla, I think, or something. I don't know. But these are all Stephanie Perkins books. I read Anna and the French Kiss many, many years ago when it still had the original cover before these two ever came out, and I really enjoyed it. I like contemporary. I like the fast, easy reads of them. So when this one popped up for $3, and these were only $6, I went ahead and bought all three so they all matched.
Okay, so the next book is Everland by Wendy Spinelli. And I have no idea what this book looks like, but I like the cover.
It is a Peter Pan retelling in steampunk. So from all I can understand about it is it takes place during the war, just like Peter Pan does. I damaged one. I had so many problems with this book, I ended up getting it for free. So I bought it from Books A Million, and when I got the package, it was ripped. So the first like 12, 13 pages of it were ripped. And I was very, very upset about it, so I returned it. They refunded me my money and sent me a new one.
Which she was sad about because she wanted to buy the hardcover since they didn't send her a new one.
They gave me the refund before we found out they sent me a new one. And if they hadn't sent me a new one, I would have gotten the hardcover on Book Outlet. So I'm torn.
This next book is Moon Chosen by PC Cast.
PC Cast writes a lot of fantasy type stuff also. Her stuff usually revolves around, she has the whole vampire series, and then she's got a bunch of ones about gods and goddesses. She tends to be very goddess heavy, and so I'm curious to find out if this one's also goddess heavy. I like her books. Everything I've read so far I've liked, whether it was her teen or her adult books. I read several of her series that are adult books that were all based around witchcraft and goddesses, and they were all really good. So, yeah, I bought it because I like her.
Okay, so the next book that we have, which is a really exciting book, is a copy of Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll.
This is my favorite book. I only have one basic copy of it, and I really, really wanted some more. There's a cut on this. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
It is cut all the way through. All the way through, right there. Come on, Book Outlet, be nice. Why is the book cut? It is not a scratch ding copy. But the pictures are beautiful, and I really, really love this book. I cannot wait to just dive on in. But I'm really interested to be able to read this one because I haven't read this in a while, and last time I read it, it was just a basic copy. There's the inside cover. It's beautiful.
Okay, so the next book we have, I really don't count it as a book because it's just a coloring book of Alice in Wonderland.
Just a coloring book. It's Alice in Wonderland. It's not just a coloring book. But the art is beautiful. And it's got nice big open areas to color in. I'm really excited about this one.
Okay, and we have this book called Saga, and it's a comic book.
One of the girls that I like to watch on BookTube, Little Book Owl, I'll link her below, she loves Saga. She reads the series, she tends to read the series whenever she does a bookathon or a readathon or whatever you call it, because they're nice and quick, and they're a great way to break up other longer, heavier stories. And this is book 1, which includes the first 3 volumes. It's the first 18 chapters, but it's the first 3 books. And it's one big, giant copy.
Okay, and the last series that we have is the Harry Potter series. And if you're a reader and you're watching this, you know what that is.
We got the paperback UK editions.
They're very pretty.
And I got them for like $50 on Book Outlet. Can you say hello? That is amazing.
Are these the B-Man versions of the actual, like, they have dustpan instead of trash can in here and stuff like that?
Yeah, this is the English version.
Oh, so it's English version.
This is going to be Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. See?
Oh, cool.
So yeah, this is like my pride and joy of all the things that we got between this and Alice in Wonderland. I'm so happy. But that was our massive, massive, massive May book haul. June should not be nearly as big because Pat's cutting me off.
Not me. You get cut off, I know.
It's because you don't read much and I do. I might have to do an unhaul
As you can see.
because that's probably the only way he's gonna let me have any more books anytime
I
soon.
think I might have to do an unhaul too.
Of what?
The books that you bought me that I never read. Which is very few. Joking. Not really, but I do have to. I do have to unhaul books.
All right, so that is it for our May book haul, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Hi guys.
What is the
Oh my God, you know who says that?
No.
Tiny Roses says that.
Really?
Yeah. Anyways, hi. Okay, so I'm gonna let.
We're so healthy. Especially her.
God.
I think we're gonna do the end of the year haul. My
Oh, Tyler, bring me the books that we bought for you. And what are you doing?
I'm folding it.
Don't.
But I want to know what it looks like.
Oh, I don't care. You're not unfolding it. We got the paperback. Woohoo! We got the